She's not perfect. She's human. She's not the ideal little Cinderella we've seen in the Disney movies.
Woman, min sköna.
How do you see your character's journey? Do you see it as a fairy tale or a nightmare, happy or sad? Because I mean, a lot of things happen to Cinderella.
Yeah. No, definitely, yes, she ends up with the prince, but that's not a happy ending. That's not what she wants. And I think that's really cool in a way where it's like we've seen that story so many times and oh, they ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after. No, that's not going to happen. But that was her way out of her situation. And I think, in this movie, everybody has their struggles and are just trying to kind of survive. Even the stepmother, like, she doesn't mean, nobody means to be evil, but we're made this way by society and we're all trapped within it. And if the women had just worked together, everything would have been fine. But it kind of like shows how also I feel is very true. Like even today, like society can kind of pit women against each other because we'll be too powerful if we're all working together.
How do you think that Agnes was looking at the journey that Elvira was taking? And
Mhm.
I mean, what do you think that was going through her mind when she saw all the transformation that Elvira was going through and what that meant for her, for Agnes?
I think Agnes, like, what makes her beautiful is that she's so natural and that she feels self-love and she feels worthy of love. And I think she looks at that and is just thinking, poor girl, this won't make you happy. But she's also in a privileged position where she is naturally beautiful. So she knows she doesn't need to do any of that. She can just walk in and get the prince. She knows that. And so I think she's looking at it with pity. And also, like, I think, you know, I wish that they had become friends, but
Yeah.
there are too many things driving them apart. And she is on her own mission. She's like, I need to get out of this place. So I will just let you guys do your thing. And I'm secretly plotting my escape.
How did you prepare for the role? Because I mean, the figure of Cinderella has a lot of cultural impact, but in this movie specifically, the story was not going to be told from her point of view. So how do you prepare for that?
I think, this Cinderella kind of shows how, the ideal girl is both celebrated and trapped. Like she's also, uh, you know, she can't escape the system of beauty. She also represents it in a way. But I think for me, it was very important that exactly what you said, this is not her story. So how can I in the best possible way, help tell the ugly stepsister's story? Um, but most importantly, to make her a human being. And she's not perfect. She's human. She's not the ideal little Cinderella we've seen in the Disney movies. She's
Yeah.
she's real.